Welcome to my other project. This is my 1946 Jeep CJ2. As you can see, I've got it torn apart a little bit. We're working on the transmission and transfer case. I am trying to seal up some of the leaks that it's got. I replaced these, the transmission and transfer case, a couple years ago with a quote professionally rebuilt one, and it's leaked ever since I've put it in. So I'm going to tear back into it and see if we can't track down where the leaks are coming from, and then get that buttoned up and put back in so I can go have a little bit of fun in it. Unfortunately, this thing's never really gotten the love it deserves. It's always had to play second fiddle to the male Jeep, which has gotten a lot more of the love. So I'm going to try and rectify that, and I plan to try and get this thing out a little bit more this year and have some fun with it with the nicer weather coming here soon. Quick rundown on the vehicle. It's got the Dauntless V6, also known as the 225 Oddfire. That was an option in the early CJ5s, so someone's already swapped that. I can't take credit for doing that. However, the T90 and Dana 18 transmission are the original style ones. Not the original to this car, but they're the original, what would have come with it. No overdrive, so with the 538 differential gears, it's screaming trying to go down the road anything past about 40, 45. So maybe one day that will be on the list too, to get that replaced, and then it'll make it a little more roadworthy. Otherwise, it bops around town just fine and off-roads just fine. The rear is a Dana 44 that's been narrowed. We put that in a couple years ago. It works okay. It also has some leaks. What was nice is it does upgrade it to the 11-inch drums instead of the 9s, which the fronts still have. So the front axle is still the factory style axle, or the original factory axle. So the rear brakes better than the front, which makes for some kind of sketchy stopping on occasion. So that'll be another project that we'll have to sort out someday. Quick view of the engine compartment. Everybody loves the money shot of the engine. It's filthy. It's run down. It does run. I've replaced a few gaskets just to stop some of the real nasty leaks, but it needs a lot more work too. The radiator's obviously been puking for a while. Out the overflow cap, no overflow. Something else we have to fix. And the rat's nest of wiring that we've got going on back here. I can't take credit for much of that. That was mostly previous owners. So one of my plans this year will be putting in a fuse box and fixing that before the thing burns to the ground. Front axles are stock, old rims and tires. It's got the selectable worn hubs. Interior. The seats have been swapped out with ones from, I think it was a 2001 or 2002 Pontiac GXP. They are heated and leather. However, I don't have any of the wiring for that done until I get the fuse box in. So I can't really say that they work, but they do. You can't sit in them. They do work as seats. Steering columns out of a 70-something Wagoneer. Again, not my swap, but it does work okay. It does have tilt and all the good stuff. And then on the dash, we've got some hanging gauges and some nasty wiring. I don't know if the camera's going to pick that up very well in the dark, but trust me, it doesn't look all that great. And then on the rear, the previous owner, or one of the previous owners, added all of the racking on the back of it here. It's a nice little cargo tray. So it can hold 2 jerry cans plus all the equipment you'd ever need to go for camping or a weekend out in the woods or whatever. And then on the rear, you can see the, I don't know if you can actually see it with the camera, but the tailgate has actually been covered over with diamond plate. Not the end of the world, but something that I'm going to have to either try to fix or see what's behind there. I have a feeling it's going to be rotted out completely, which is why somebody covered it up. And then, of course, nice rag top that does work. And I also have a bikini top buried in the back of the garage someplace. So once the weather gets a little bit nicer, we'll get that in too. But that's the long short of it. So hopefully in the next couple of videos, you'll get to see me fix some of the long-standing issues and make it a bit safer and a little more comfortable to drive and mark its territory just a little bit less. All right, thanks for watching, and we'll see you when I dig into that transmission and transfer case.